That's a powerful first paragraph. Restoring justice. That's our covenant. Healing what is divided. That's at the core of our covenant. And the shared belief that each one of us has been created in the image of a God who is loving. Each week when we gather, we remind ourselves that this is our work. This is what we've been called to when we say, welcome to the United Church. We are a peace and justice community, a movement towards wholeness in a fragmented world. Moving towards wholeness is at the center of our covenant. It's also at the core of this series. One of the foundational pieces for this, what does it mean to be open and affirming series, is the awareness that each one of us reads and understands the Bible differently. As we've mentioned, some of us believe the Bible is the unerring Word of God. And because it's unerring, it needs to be taken literally. There are others of us who believe that the Bible is filled with words about God. And these words about God were penned or created or shared by fallible humans who are capable of erring. And still among us there are others who believe that the Bible is a book of wisdom, that it's a book of stories, poems, and verses, which are meant to draw us into a deeper conversation and a deeper relationship with all that is whole and holy, that which we call God. It's important for each one of us to recognize the way we prefer to read the Bible. And it's important that each one of us create space and are open to and not threatened by people who read and believe differently. This awareness is essential to being open and affirming. This week, just like last week, we will be looking at what I refer to as clobber passages. Those are verses and stories found in the Bible which are used to condemn and convince others that their lifestyle is sinful. This week we're looking at clobber passages out of the book of Leviticus, which are used to condemn homosexuals, used to beat gay people over the head. Next week, we're going to make a shift and we're going to look at Jesus and how Jesus responded to someone who was homosexual. As we get started, I offer the reminder that this work that we are doing, this topic that we are exploring, is often uncomfortable. Some of the passages we read are uncomfortable. The topics can be uncomfortable. Being clobbered with verses out of the Bible is definitely uncomfortable, as is the work of demythologizing these passages and decentering their power to clobber. That it's all uncomfortable work. Working for peace and justice is uncomfortable. Being a movement towards wholeness is uncomfortable. Being part of a world that is fragmented is uncomfortable. So let's start out with this blessing from the Franciscans. May we each be blessed in our discomfort.